the setup, then we got Naive. I think he's the new guy. I don't know how new. I think it was kind of recent. But
Yep, I think this is the first game, or at least first official game.
yeah, like from the first tournament or something like that, Supermajor, whatever. Gonna be going probably towards that safe lane, expecting the Nyx, and that should be a matchup that Faces Void is perfectly capable in. Like no one can.
In
really
1v1, he's gonna win for sure. The problem is that Nyx still gets levels.
Yeah.
I mean, Nyx is always this hero that doesn't really win his matchups, but if he doesn't lose them too hard, he still accomplished what he wants.
5 seconds.
Kind of like a DK. He's like,
Yeah,
he's
like
gonna have
DK
like a whole
anyway.
bunch of okay matchups. Instead of pushing towers, he just goes and scouts and kills people.
Yep. It's these really defensive heroes with high stats.
I don't know. I think that's maybe why I'm not a huge fan of Nyx Assassin. Like there are certain situations where, like in this one in particular, Nyx Assassin is nuts. Like Mana Burn's gonna do a lot of damage. You have the setup for the stun. Getting that scouting is amazing. But lots of the time I'm like, Nyx Assassin. I feel like he doesn't do a lot, and it's because he just doesn't do a lot in lane. But then it's like all these kind of more non-tangible assets that you get from the scouting, from
Gonna be the Lich.
and even then it's like he may be tanky, but he's going to be going up against quite a bit of kind of tank busters in the OD and the Nyx. It does seem like Empire, they're kind of reliant on either getting a big Chronosphere or getting just really clean initiation to stun combos.
They need to jump on FlyToMoon for sure, because they don't really have saves. If FlyToMoon goes on Empire, they're just gonna lose heroes. They have no Grave, no Disruption, no Imprison. With this kind of lineup, you just wanna keep going on the offensive for sure.
So just try to take that lead. I mean, we've seen how nuts out of control snowballs can get. And Empire, like with Quap and Leshrac, like even if Faceless Void was like any other hero, like these two heroes just themselves can just lock down a game if they get the proper start, which of course is has yet to be determined because we're going to be paused here for forever apparently.
Seems that way.
They're going to be a little bit off. You guys are just going to have to deal with that because I'm not going to remember who's who with their nicknames. That's I just can't do it. I'm not going to do it. Everyone's loading out, and it looks like Dire Side, pretty much exactly what you would expect, and Radiant as well. Empire are going to do, yeah, pretty much exactly what we outlined before. What a surprise.
Looks like Empire is smoked too, to try to get off the woods before FlyToMoon. This is basically what you used to do with TPs. Just TP to lane, get your wards, and then hope you see them placing their wards so you can deward them.
Luna is spotted, and Sand King did ping out where the ward was, or the fact that he saw Luna. I'm not sure what kind of ping that was. I'm pretty sure, like, yeah, this Obs is gonna keep this Luna safe at least as much as she can, but even with this extra vision, this is still not really a safe FlyToMoon top lane. Like, Leshrac Sand King is just so backbreaking up against a hero like Luna.
I'm fairly sure FlyToMoon is gonna rotate some heroes top at some point.
Who's gonna be just like rotating a Rubik? Does that really solve things? It'll help, probably. Just interrupting that Leshrac is quite nice, but
it's probably not gonna win them the lane, but it's gonna stop the Luna from dying, I think.
And it's not a good situation when, like, we see the lane and the first thing we talk about is, oh yeah, Luna's dead. She's gonna be dying. That's not an ideal situation, but, you know, of course, it's sometimes just gonna happen like that. They are gonna open things up with a Impale onto Miposhka. Good amount of damage as they do shard off the ramp. Now you're gonna get in the way with that body block, and it looks like that will get the Witch Doctor out to safety, though. Miposhka definitely
some very nice movement. Just sidestepping to the left.
They're still going to go in and pull, but they're actually taking quite a few shots from this Faceless Void. Two-man stun. Cask will be traded. And we got your standard off-lane shenanigans on both sides. Luna should be fine lasting under a tower. Faceless Void as well. Like, got a decent amount of armor, stout shield. 61 base damage is quite high.
Yeah, Void doesn't really mind. For Luna, she can do it, but she's gonna take a lot of damage.
Oh,
so you want to avoid it if possible.
Or the Sand King might just straight kill the Rubik, because he landed 2 Burrow Strikes so far. Always Want to Fly is going to have enough just passive regen to get himself out of there, and Poshka, trapped once again with the shards, is going to be just fine. Dude, these supports are just messing each other up. This is not what I expected out of these lanes, but there's a serious like grudge match going on with these supports.
It's CIS Dota after all. They're just gonna run at each other.
Dude, usually that starts at like level 3. The Tusk is gonna show up over in the mid lane, but playing Tusk versus Queen of Pain, that feels pretty bad. There's really nothing he can do there. Looks like he might take the full trip up towards top. A full tri-lane with Luna. Is that gonna be enough to overpower this Sand King Leshrac?
Yeah, I think so. I still doubt if they're gonna get any kills, but it should secure the Luna's farm. And the Luna is kind of the backbone of their lineup. They need this farmed Luna, otherwise they're not gonna take any objectives. And if you don't take objectives, you're not gonna win.
Got it.
Leshrac already does have the magic wand. He does get hit with that beam, pulled back. Good amount of right clicks. Gotta remember the plus 14 on that Rubik is definitely gonna add up with his range. So Ghost Stick kind of left by himself right now. Where have the supports gone? Poshka's still camping on this bottom lane. Sand King is camping out the Haste Rune, actually. They make a play onto Iceberg. He does get the Imprison off, and Sand King is going to start getting into position. This is pretty dangerous for the OD, but looks like Quap... she actually already used the dagger, so no more additional damage here. They could go for a Courier Snipe if the Sand King wasn't running down here.
That's tough. It's hard to kill an OD with 7 armor and a Fairy Fire.
He's gonna go all the way to the bottom lane. They already went onto the Nyx Assassin to begin with, and now he knows that there's a Sand King stalking him as well. Bug on bug action, and it looks like that'll be first blood. Wow, that hit did a lot of damage from the Void. Level 2 time lock must have bashed there, so it'll be first blood, drawn by the Faceless Void, and Nyx Assassin, yeah, he'll be able to return and probably still do a decent job, but you know, sometimes you just get hit by a Sand King with a haste.
Yep. He's still getting levels, so I don't think he minds too much.
Level 3 is
getting
not
the
bad at
pull
all.
too. That's gonna secure his lane a little bit.
It does seem like they kind of need either like the luckiest run of bashes in the world or an additional hero if they're gonna kill him again.
Yeah, they need another haste on Sand King.
That's a lot to ask. I mean, I saw so many haste runes yesterday, though. It seems like every single hero was running around with haste. It was crazy.
Not for you.
That means all the haste rune luck is gone now, because that's how Dota works. Ghost Stick is in the middle of the trees right now. He's going to get lifted up, beamed as well. They do have shards and snowball. Ghost Stick is going to get trapped by it, and with the backup coming in, they'll stop the Luna from attacking. Ghost Stick will turn around for a split earth and will die to it. Probably would die to a beam otherwise. So it will be not the cleanest kill on top lane, but still a nice little play, killing off the Leshrac and getting this Luna, again, just a little bit of a safer lane where she doesn't have to worry about any sort of Leshrac, Sand King shenanigans. Speaking of, though, they're going to go right back in onto the Rubik. Luna's returning some pretty decent damage, though. Rubik not dead just yet, lifts up the Leshrac and gets out of there. Still going to turn around with the Fade Bolt as the Tusk going to come in from the back. Ghost Stick taking a lot of damage, tries to eat the Tango Tree, and will do just that, trying to return fire onto the Luna, but he misses his Split Earth, and just gets punched in the face by the Tusk, who has, fortunately for Empire, run out of mana, but another skirmish on top lane, a little bit too long, and that Luna's damage just slowly but surely adding up in this top lane.
Top lane is chaos. Over in mid lane, Iceberg was winning by a decent margin, but then FN got a DD rune, which evened it out a little bit.
I totally caught that. kill, by the way. I definitely did not miss it. Sometimes you just need the luckiest run of bashes in the world. You can kill off anyone.
Yep.
Faceless Void's base damage is nuts. So, I mean, together with Time Lock.
Yeah, I don't think the Nyx is gonna be too happy about that. That's just one of those things that shouldn't happen. It's fine to lose the lane by CS, but you don't really want to give up kills like this.
Especially now that there's Chrono on the Faceless Void, so doing that again is just so much easier now.
Yeah, lane is only getting harder for him. I think he's just gonna, by this time, get a 6 and then try to make something happen on mid.
He's like trying to impale for CS.
I'll take your tribute.
Can't even get that. Impale for harassment instead and just gets healed back by the Time Walk. He's gonna be able to secure some bounty runes, so he's you know, getting something for himself. But this Faceless Void now with power treads, this doesn't seem like a live lane anymore for the Nyx Assassin. If he goes in and gets Chronosphered, probably insta-dead. If not, just really, really banged up.
So most Voids these days go for Battle Fury, but I would actually like to see Naive go for a more aggressive build. Just to try to snowball instead of farming. Maybe something like Shadow Blade and Mask of Madness. We will find out.
Top lane, 2-man Burrow Strike, 2-man Maledict, with the Queen of Pain coming in as well. They'll lose Ghost Stick, and now the chase is on for the Luna. Should be very dead here. Turns around, tries to cheese out with Poshka, and they will get him after the fact with that Rubik. But now Rubik is up against one too many heroes. Will straight die, and it will be the Queen of Pain coming in and getting a triple kill. Now that's a well-warranted rotation. You said was struggling a little bit versus that OD, but you know, rotate out, get a triple kill. You're right back where you want to be, pretty much.
Yep, that's pretty much the dream.
They're actually tied in
Both
levels,
the Nyx
like exactly
and the
right
Luna
now.
are getting close to their 6. Which is gonna be quite a power spike.
Ghost Stick gets jumped again, though. Shards are going to wall him off. Split Earth misses. Not like it would have mattered. They're going to imprison him and just wait for him to pop from the Nether Realm. He's dead. 4th death from Leshrac, and Leshrac that's underfarmed is... I mean, he could still stun people and cast spells, but Pulse Nova, the stayability just becomes less and less of a threat.
Yeah, Lesh doesn't work super well when he's behind. So he needs to find a way to catch up. He probably needs a 6-2 and then start farming the jungle a little bit.
Or maybe just rely on the Faceless Void. Faceless Void's farm is insane right now. So, you know, maybe rotate him out, get a Chronosphere where the Leshrac is able to do something there.
Yeah, maybe.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Naive is going for the Battle Fury, by the way.
It makes sense. It's still a good build.
And now they're going to catch a Nyx Assassin in the middle of nowhere. Dude, he just needs one more creep to die for level 6. Can't get it. That feels bad.
Yeah, I feel bad for him. Now even Empire's mid laner is rotating for him.
They will find always want to fly on top side, though. Empire are going to get hit with the Eclipse, though. Luna is going to put Leshrac in the dumpster. Leshrac dies before he even gets the kill, so that's going to be pretty tough experience-wise. Luna now chasing down the Sand King. One more beam isn't going to do it, and Sand King's actually pretty quick there with the Tranquils, so... First Eclipse used, and Ghost Stick just continues to not get anything. Yeah, gold is great on this track, but really just, at this point, needs a little bit of experience. His base spells aren't doing anything. He's going to try to go for OD now over in mid. With the Queen of Pain coming in, they should be able to get him, though. And one more right-click. Got him. That's a big kill for Ghost Stick. Although it's going to cost them that Quap. Wow, that's a lot of damage. And now Ghost Stick's going to die because the freaking Tusk comes out of nowhere. Ghost Stick is going to land the Split Earth, and now he's on the run. Maybe he's not going to die after all, because he has another stun. Luna's a little bit too far. Shrine is dead, though. One more shards in 5. I don't think they can get him, especially with the Sand King right here. Just going to Burrow Strike and book it. Trying to juke him out, although the Snowball, now it's going to catch him. Shards a wall, and they will take down the Sand King. But they don't get Ghost Stick, who is going to hit level 5, so that's something.
There's also a tome in the shop now. I wouldn't be surprised if Lesh takes it.
Poshka wandering in over towards mid. Cask stolen. As he does go down. The tome still there. No, someone ate it.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Was it the Sand King?
I'm not sure.
Well, it's gone now.
Oh, it must have been the Sand King. He was level 3 before, now he's 5.
Oh, Ob's Sentry placed by Mposhka. Perfectly sees the Tusk and the Nyx Assassin. And, of course, Tusk Nyx, they have no idea about this. They are
They
walking
could try
into...
to make something happen.
set up
Void.
The Obs does see the Sand King, does not see Mposhka. Although they do ping out exactly where Mposhka is. Looks like they're suspicious enough to back off. But now Nyx actually with the Imprison on the Quap, Impale, easy setup, Vendetta hit, couple more right clicks. Dude, that's what I want to see out of Nyx Assassins,
nice.
like some way of setting up that Impale. On a Quap, it's not easy to land.
Nyx was stunning just outside of the sentry ward range too. So Quap didn't see it coming.
And getting these kills is all well and good, but it does seem like, to some extent, these kills may not be happening on the right hero. Faceless Void is definitely trouble brewing, and they're not making any attempts at all at stopping or even slowing him down. Is
It's
there any
really
way for
hard
them
right
to
now.
do that? That's the big question, I think.
They have this tri-lane going on top, so if they want to kill Void, they need at least 3 heroes. And the moment they TP away from top, Void is just gonna take top tower. He's just gonna TP top and take it. So if you wanna gank Void, it's going to be really obvious because you need a lot of heroes.
That has vision for them. This top lane, like, these Obs are, or at least the one on the hill, like that's supposed to be, I'm gonna protect my top lane ward, but it doesn't seem to be working out very well.
Yeah, there have been quite some individual mistakes.
Like this, like walking straight in and just getting zapped.
It's just very sloppy.
There's still an observer up there. They know that they're there. They just went in anyway. Now Always Wanna Fly is just gonna start ticking down to Scream of Pain and Burrow Strike and whatnot. Sandstorm not gonna do much for him. So they'll make an even trade so far. Shards will wall off the Sand King. Snowball coming in as well. Lands a stun with the Impale and right clicks. He's gonna go down. They do have to worry about this bottom lane. Void is taking down the tower. Battle Fury in tow.
Yeah, I think Empire is gonna be happy with the trade. They traded 2 for 1, but they took a tier 1.
And it should be about now where the Faceless Void is. I mean, he would like to get the BKB, and for sure BKB is just one of those items that's worth waiting for. But when do you actually say, okay, Faceless Void, we need you now?
I think they're gonna give it like 5 more minutes. He really needs this BKB before he can fight.
Oh, he time walks into Always Wanna Fly though. And Time Walk is now stolen. Snowball gonna connect. They have to worry about the Chronospheres. Chain stun so far is good. Do they have a Sandy's Eclipse? No, they have it in prison. Is he dead to that? He should be just alive? No, he's just enough damage actually. They kill the Void, who unfortunately just time walks to farm and gets killed off. That's a big kill.
Yeah, that was really unfortunate. And Empire is not really in a position to take a trade either.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
They might even lose more heroes on mid.
Dire are scanning.
Looks like FlyToMoon is not done yet.
Yeah, look at them go. Just one kill, immediately hunting for more.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
I gotta say, I love it when a team has a game plan like this and they execute. Queen of Pain, though, that was not executing game plan. That was a little bit ambitious. But I love when a team just sets a pace and then just never lets up. So nice to see.
Radiant's bottom tower.
It's always exciting though.
The Assassin actually still has Vendetta. He sees the Quap, and that's about it. Dude, and this Luna's pushing bottom lane. She's Dragonlance Mask of Madness. Like, less farm than the Void, sure, but I would say just as much threat.
Yep. She has basically all she needs to start accelerating her farm.
Yeah, they do drop a Chronosphere, but it only lands onto 1. OD's gonna get some cover as well from the Snowball, from the Impale, and OD is fine for right now. Does have a 4-staff out, will dodge all of the stuns, including the Epicenter, though the Burst Strike finally does land. They'll take down Iceberg. Looking for a little bit more. Shards will fly out. Queen of Pain gets clipped a little bit by it, but not that much. Looks like the Chronosphere Void does escape. Although that was... Oh, actually we're not done yet. Snowball coming onto the Sand King. Got stuns for days, and that will kill off the SK. And Luna will clean up the tower after having already cleaned out that bottom tier 1. So yeah, you lose your OD, but I think this is actually pretty good for FlyToMoon, because now with no Chronosphere, they can just do whatever they want. Nice deny, though.
Yep. Has to feel bad.
Dude, that feel when you wait all game for Chronosphere and you only get one at the end.
Also shows the weakness of the Battle Fury. He got the enemy core, but he didn't really have the damage, so it took so long to kill this OD.
Maybe if you had a slightly higher level of Leshrac or Quap. Actually, no, she's pretty much maxed out, so slightly higher level of Leshrac or something like that. Just having these additional heroes to dump damage into the Chronosphere. And Poshka did die pretty much right before that, so Death Ward Chronosphere wasn't a thing. I can definitely see them getting these kills a lot easier, just that specific instance just didn't work out for them.
Yeah, they just need to be in the right positions and they should be fine.
Oh, Scan stays red, and Nyx Assassin walks right into everyone, though he does get the Spike Carapace out, throws out a stun. Still has to worry about a Faceless Void on his tail, with the lightning slowing him down. Will lose one. Snowball out from Tusk. It happens. Again, this is just like, that's like standard Nyx Assassin moves. Scout out with 4 people on the enemy side and get some space for your allies.
Yep. And his OD and Luna is still farming, so he's like, sure, at least I give vision.
Regeneration.
We got a BKB being built on Luna and OD. Once you get these...
You see some ODs going for just the force, but Iceberg clearly favoring the full pike and then a BKB.
OD actually does pick up the... Yeah. Get that Hurricane Pike going. I feel like once they get the BKBs, then they could probably just start forcing objectives. Like, Chronosphere still is that threat.
Yep.
But, I don't know, like, once you get those BKBs, Sand King, Leshrac, Queen of Pain, they just don't seem to do anything.
Especially with the Queen of Pain build too. She's building Orchid and she's probably gonna get it around the time where Luna
They do
finishes.
find a couple heroes in the jungle. The Burst Strike is gonna interrupt the Nyx Assassin's initiation. They've already taken down Miposhka. Yeah, this is looking like a tough game here for the Radiant side. They have seemingly all these tools, but no way to start these engagements. Sand King is so close to that Blink Dagger. They'll find the Faceless Void, eclipse him, and that'll get the kill.
He was so close to his BKB too. It's really unfortunate. His farm has slowed down quite a bit.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
If you're not
attack.
getting farm on Faceless Void, I don't know, it kind of seems like this has to be a Chronosphere game. Like, they absolutely need this Blink Dagger on Sand King. And he
Yeah,
does
they
have
do.
it now. But is that enough?
I'm not quite sure right now. With the Luna BKB too.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Dude, we got Nyx once again, just scouting out.
Worthy tribute.
Sees the SK, it might trip a Sentry Ward.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
But I mean, just these towers are falling, and Luna is ballin'. Look at this. Quick buy Luna. Please one time.
Haha. I really like Agnes on this hero. The damage is so insane.
How much of a meme is this actually?
I don't think it's a meme at all.
Not at all.
Like, you buy one 4,000 gold item on a hero that farms really fast, and suddenly, aside from being a very high physical damage hero, you now have this ion cannon.
Well, we'll see if it's gonna work out in the next fight, because right now Nyx Assassin does get imprisoned and actually will be saved. Sonic Wave, no, does pop him in the end. But Queen of Pain needs a blink out of there. She can't get it out. Sonic Wave stolen and returned. Onto Miposhka as well. There's your first BKB from the Luna. Had a little bit of double damage left. They will look for that Sand King, but he does have the blink out of there, and it looks like he will be just fine. But that is going to be 2 kills for 1. And straight into the Roche Pit, they will go and should be able to take it down. They're not the fastest Rochers here. They don't even have a armor swing, no medallion or anything like that. But
There's not gonna be a response, I think, though.
there is a
There's still no
Chronosphere.
BKB on the Void. Oh, this is very risky.
They smoked in vision. They know that they're coming. Oh, whoa, no, what? That's why you make sure that you don't smoke in vision, otherwise you make plays like that. Now the punish, onto 2.
Dire's bottom tower is under
I mean,
Oh, no.
I can appreciate the confidence made in that player. It's like, we know they're in the Roche pit, guys. Let's do this. Let's just go. And then they completely whiff everything. Dude.
Yep. I mean, mistakes happen. This is where you just hope to maintain your composure and just tell your team that it's fine and that you still have a chance. I don't know, this is really tough mentally to miss all your big ultis, then lose a Roche, and then probably lose a tier 2 as well.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's
And
middle
with-
At
tower
least
is
Void
under
got his
attack.
BKB before he died.
That's true.
That's the one plus side.
Unfortunately, he still has
Radiant's
that minute
middle
to
tower
wait.
has fallen.
Where the FlyToMoon side are going to be bearing down on them. The OD, he's closing in on BKB gold. Luna is stacked up with gold as well. Again, they don't really like take objectives the fastest with this draft, but just this lack of defense is... I don't
As soon
know.
as the tower falls, the glaives are gonna start bouncing though.
Yeah, and then Sand King's really sad. No blink. Or no easy blink, rather.
It's always such a scary moment when playing against the Luna. I mean, I think they just have to give up one set of racks at least.
It sucks playing against the Luna, but playing as the Luna, there's no more satisfying feeling than having your glaives just go all over the place. Look at this. This is beauty
Poor
right here.
Miposhka.
Dude, poor Poshka, poor
Dire's
creep
top
wave,
tower
dude.
is
Look at
under
this.
attack.
They're not even getting
Dire's
hit.
structures
They're
are
just dying.
fortified.
Okay, now Poshka's dying as well. That's a clean racks. Easy in, easy
Dire's
out.
top tower is under attack.
So
Naive was
10
splitting top, but he TP'd back the moment that FlyToMoon was going back too, so now he just
Radiant's
wasted a
bottom
lot of
shrine
time.
is under attack.
Right, so now's the hard part for FlyToMoon. I mean, the Rax advantage is great, but they do have their BKBs, but there's also that Chronosphere on the Faceless Void. All the big tools are up on Empire. Do you look for a
I don't-
pickoff? Do you just still keep pushing because you have the Aegis and BKB?
I think you do. I think you don't give any space to Empire, because as long as they don't chrono both of your cores, you should be fine. Because the other can just kill the entire enemy team. They can OD or a Luna that goes unchecked.
Dire's top
Gonna deal a
tower
lot of
is under
damage,
attack.
especially with the BKBs.
Dire's top tower
I do
has
like what
fallen.
Empire is doing. They are not playing too passively, they're not sitting in base, they're trying to make some trades happen. This is playing to win instead of playing not to lose.
Mm-hmm. Also like that
Dire's top
mindset.
tower
They
is under attack.
are playing as if they're still in this game instead of. I mean, they're not like that far behind. It's certainly quite a nice lead for FlyToMoon.